Hello. I hope this video reaches you in good spirits. My name is Caliber. I go by many names, but you put respect on each and every one of those names. How about that? No. I have heard some good things about the Eternals um, characters, not the movie, but the characters. Also, I want to talk about people's issues with Jonathan Majors. As far as the Eternals characters, there's not going to be an Eternals 2. And I really hate that because I really wanted an Eternals 2. But I also wanted a Captain Marvel 2. And we should have gotten a Captain Marvel 2. But Eternals 2 is either on hold. I think what I heard may possibly take place. Part of the whole MCU stuff is you like the speculation and you have your own theories about how things would work. And then you want to find out if your theories actually, materialize. So with Eternals, if you've seen the ending of the first movie, wow, it was something. And I don't want to say anything because I want people to go out and actually watch Eternals. It's not a typical Marvel movie. It's very different. But it just left you feeling some kind of way. And it was a wonderful setup for an Eternals 2. But we're not going to get that so soon. Some people say it's completely scrapped. Some people say it's on hold. Now I'm hearing that it's going to bleed into Thor 5. And that last Thor movie. I'm going to say something nice about the last Thor movie. It had a wonderful acting cast. But Thor right now needs to be redeemed, box office wise, story wise, franchise wise. And I think the Eternals being in Thor would be a smart idea. That's the talk. I think that would be pretty good. It would tie up some loose ends because all of this is connected anyway. But I think there's a connection between Phastos and Kang. Now that's how I feel. Speaking of Kang, I need everybody to rethink Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is actually the hero in his own case. He really is. He's the hero in his own case. If anything, Jonathan Majors was the victim in his case. It's really sad because instead of us looking for evidence and truth, we get caught into image. And because he has an athletic build, suddenly he's just this bad person. And we didn't look into the full intent of him. He confessed to cheating, but cheating is no reason for someone to attack another person. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean a woman can put her hands on a man because he's cheating, nor can a man put his hands on a woman because she's cheating. You get your stuff, you move out. That's that. If you married, get your stuff, move out, and call up your attorney. That's how you handle that. That's how you handle that. And everyone missed that by a mile. They were so caught up in how Jonathan Majors looked physically, they didn't take the time to realize that he was the one who got assaulted. His injuries are still floating around Google. You can find them. And the timing of her injuries are very weird because he had his injuries, I think, taken before hers really came up. You can look at her injuries. Actually, when you look at her on the sidewalk, I don't even see any blood. I don't see any blood. It should have been what somebody was that close to her. They should say, "Are you bleeding? What happened? Do I need to call an ambulance?" I don't see anything like that. And wow, we completely didn't even look and see if this man was innocent. We just saw male, testosterone, muscle mass, guilty. That's completely screwed up, y'all. I need society to mature. We didn't weigh and balance anything. We looked at the visual, and we didn't take time to look at the contents of what actually went on. There's stuff they're trying to pull up about Yale. I don't hear nothing about no Yale, because Jonathan Majors was this big at Yale, and if somebody wanted to shut him down, they could have. He did not come from a rich family. The problem was, in all these cases with Jonathan Majors, when Jonathan Majors did on that Marvel contract, our eyes were on him. And time this situation came up, it was like, what can I do to make some money off of this? That's just what I see. I don't see, all the accusations to me have not put up evidence, no police timestamps. I see photos, but some of the photos are not, don't correspond to when the actual situation happened. I see no police reports. So if we have no evidence, why do we hate this man? And I guess you're saying, why, hey, dude, why are you so involved? And why are you so invested? I had a relative get caught up in something similar to this. And this person lost their career in their own hometown because of words. I do not like the slogan, "Believe Our Women." That's too Carolyn Bryant for me. I think a better slogan would be, listen to women. And women have been dogged out for centuries. And I think women deserve to be listened to. But when you believe women, well, the next thing you're going to do, you're going to get your noose, and you're going to get some fiery torches, and you're going to get your Klan hat, and you may start trying to hang black men because you believed what a woman said. No. Horrible slogan. That was not well thought out. But then again, nobody really thinks about black people in America anyway. Moving right along. I think we really need to rethink Jonathan Majors. Let that man back into Hollywood. Marvel, make it official that you rehire this man. Rehire Jonathan Majors. If anything, he's the hero in his own story. The person that made him into a scratching post. Later that morning, he turned around and tried to save that person's life after he got a message on his phone that person was trying to prune herself. Most people wouldn't have given a damn. But he went over there, calling the authorities, risking his own life, because they could have turned around and said, well, this looks like her place. You're the intruder. We're going to shoot you because she doesn't look well, and you're in her place. He could have died that night. That man could have died that night. But he put himself second, and he put the person who made him into a scratching post first. That's what he did. He put the person that made him into a scratching post first. And I'm sure, like I said, she put his financial issues, like wallet and all that, I guess, in her own purse. And then she decided to go ahead and go on a spending spree. And if that's not identity theft, what is? But rethink Jonathan Majors. All victims are not 98 pounds. Victims come in all shapes, colors, and sizes. And I think society, and I think Hollywood owes Jonathan Majors an apology. He tried to save the life of a person who scratched him all up. And I think that's what we really need to notice. We don't notice that. We just notice some big grizzly bear coming after somebody. And I think we need to focus and mature on that visual, because that's not what was going on. Please rethink Jonathan Majors. let him back into Hollywood. Marvel give him his contract back. And that man did absolutely nothing. Reckless means without intent. Mainstream media, stop saying he assaulted. Stop saying that. He was charged with reckless assault. And if anything, he was practicing self-defense, in my opinion. So let's just go with that. Reckless means without intent. Please, if you're going to talk about his situation, put up the word reckless. If anything, if you don't know what that means, I hope mainstream media, you put Webster's dictionary and define what reckless means in the legal sense. It means without intent. Basically means accidental. But let that man pursue his gift, his craft, which is acting. He has a lot to show us. He has a lot to show us. That man's a father. That man is someone's son. That man is someone's nephew. And that man is Megan Good's boyfriend. And I'm glad they're happy together. Let the lovers love. And let people be happy. I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to go ahead, go back and watch Eternals. I want y'all to rethink Jonathan Majors. There are some YouTubers online. You can go to Katt, Good Take, Bad Take. Look at the timestamps and the evidence she had to seek out. Help her in her GoFundMe. She had to also find the transcripts. She had to pay for the transcripts. Help her with that. You got Dani Does Law, who's a paralegal. You have Dre Mack and Chillmonger. They've done a wonderful job. Dr. Keisha, Pam TV. There are a lot of people who can see through this BS. Don't buy into it. And if you notice, every time he has a good week, he meaning Jonathan Majors, you see a new hit piece. You see something like that happen. Jonathan Majors is an entertainer. He's not somebody's moneymaker. That's what we're dealing with. I'm just going to come right out on and say it. I'm just going to be honest with you. Go and seek the truth. You'll find it. I had to. And don't rely on our mainstream media at this point. They want some clickbait because they don't want to be replaced by R2-D2 and C3PO. In other words, AI. So they're really trying to put up whatever they can just to pay the rent and just to keep their jobs secure. But on that note, I want everybody to pray for Gaza, Palestine, and pray for the people of the Congo. And I want everybody to stay safe, and I want everybody to love their tribes. Thanks.